Hello. And here we are, 129 York Street, here for the Deaf Poker Championships. My name is Nick Mooney, and I'm here tonight to commentate alongside just me for now. Maybe someone else will join, we'll see. We'll see how things go. But hope everyone's having a great night. It is fantastic that Playlive Melbourne, 129 York Street, is hosting this event. I was downstairs earlier and it was certainly a surreal sort of atmosphere. Just walking in this evening before I started commentating, it was truly mesmerizing. It was certainly something that I'm not used to. Everyone on the final table and that entered this event is completely deaf, so fantastic to be able to commentate tonight. And we are now down to 9. 60 people entered this tournament. Started earlier today. We're down to 9, and we've got an FT. We'll just jump back into the action here. Jaranus in the big blind. I completely missed the action actually, so interested to just see this hand. We've got Nicholas Steer have the best hand so far. Like flopped his flush draw. Queen 9, actually got it to the straight flush. Omar's in a position here where it's very, very hard for him to find a call. So he's going to let this one go. Nicholas Steer, 33 big blinds, chip leader of this tournament. And yeah, as I said before, down to 9. I'll also just have a look here as well. So the buy-in was $220. Starting stack of 50K, 20-minute levels. And it was exclusive to those that are deaf or hard of hearing only. So, like I said earlier, it's fantastic to see this hosted by Playlive. A number of years ago, pre-COVID, I believe this was hosted down the road at the casino, and now it looks like Playlive have decided to take this on and host this tournament here. It's been running for a number of years from what I can remember. But yeah, fantastic. 60 players entered, 9 left. Blinds, 12, 24K. So up to hand 3 at the moment. We've had Billy off 18 bigs, early-ish position, pocket 7s. Limps off his 18 big blinds. Average stack is pretty shallow in comparison to other final tables. But we'll see how this hand unfolds. I don't mind the limp from 7s off the stack. Sometimes you can raise, sometimes you can limp. Prefer the min raise if you're going to play this hand. But we've got FIX TNR in the big blind with pocket 5s off 8 bigs. I think we're going to see a defend here from the 5s. I wouldn't hate a jam either, but it sort of play it snug. It's okay to just check check his option here. I think I missed the action. Apologies. Maybe a limp and then. Wow. Look at this flop. An action here. Hand number 3, and we already have set over set. My golly. 5s into 7s into ace-9. Ace-9's definitely going to be getting out of the way. But it looks like... Pocket 5s has gone all in for his last remaining 7.5 bigs. We have a massive, massive hand here. So pocket 5s, pocket 7s, set over set. What a hand we have to start things off here at 129 York Street. The Deaf Poker Championships main event, 200 buy-in, 220 buy-in. And we're going to see a run out. The lovely dealer here's 4 on the turn. Needs a 5 and a 5 only. Holy moly, look at that. Pocket 5 scoops this one. Absolutely massive. What a crazy hand to start things off. So fantastic to hear. So still on 9, still on 9. And if you're in, if you've decided to enjoy this stream tonight, let me know that you're here. Just jump into the chat. We're live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube at the moment. So twitch.tv/Playlive Melbourne and Playlive Melbourne on Facebook as well as YouTube. So 12,000 prize pool. Everyone here is hoping to lock up the top prize, which is $3,880. What a fantastic prize pool that's been generated here. So back to the action here, under the gun, 7.8 big blinds. Wouldn't really be getting involved here. He's decided to fold. I would have done the same. Omar here in the +2 with the deuce 3. Howie doing how? Yeah, absolutely. Howie's certainly doing Howie things. Thanks for joining the stream, MJ Oz. Hope you're having a great night. My name is Nick Mooney. I'll be here until we crown a winner. So hope everyone's having a nice Saturday night wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in from. Appreciate it. Extremely. Yeah, we're all extremely grateful that you're able to tune in. What a fantastic event here. Sure it won't. Oh, you never know. It might go on for a while. That was certainly a sick one. So for those that aren't on YouTube, we've had a one of our moderators has asked us, hey all, if we want closed caption on the stream, it requires a restart. Let me know if that's something you guys want. So if you guys don't mind a restart, we can get some closed captions that come up on the screen to make things a little bit easier for those that are deaf or hard hearing. So let us know. Let us know in the chat. I'm happy to. What have we got here? We've got Billy Denny. Nicholas Steer with his just a Queen Jack high. Nothing to note here. Note here at all. Yeah, it's great to have Howie pitching cards tonight. One of the very well-known dealers here at Playlive, 129 York Street. But if you're around at all in the close by or just a sort of 5 to 10 minute drive away, come on down, Playlive. I'll be here for about, depending on how the final table goes, 2 hours plus. So I'm certainly here. So if you're around, come on down. Team's very welcoming and it's a great atmosphere downstairs. So let's get back to the action here. Omar, Queen 7-0. Probably not going to do much with this. Put that one in the muck. 10-4-0 for Nicholas. Nicholas looking very sharp as well with his wide brim hat, nice jacket, sunglasses. Like I said earlier, it's definitely a different experience to what I'm normally used to walking into a poker room. Everyone using sign language in the room. A lot of cheering. A lot of yeah, really high vibes. A couple of tournaments that are happening in the background. We've got the Crazy Pineapple, which is down to a final table. And then we've got the Weekend Wildcard, I believe. Just looking at the tournament. Registration is still open, so if you're around it and keen to play some cards, registration is still open. Current level is, with the delay, around currently a 9. Level 9 with 12 levels of late registration. But yeah, we're here tonight for the Deaf Poker Championships main event. If you are cheering for anyone, please let us know as well. Just by chiming in the chat as well. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Still at hand number 5. Certainly going to be a fun evening. Just enjoying a nice coffee here. And a water for a bit of hydration while I commentate this final table. Look at this, we have a playable hand for Omar. Under the gun. 9 bigs, I really like it. One of those hands that you do need to go with. And with Nicholas here, I win in the +1, waking up with the ace queen suited. I think in this specific spot, I'd probably rejam. But then again, I don't mind a fold either. It all depends on his read and his history with Nicholas as well, so I don't know that much. Yeah, we've already had set over set. We now have ace queen versus ace queen. Let's see what everyone else has as well. In the bin it goes. Nothing wrong with that as well. Preserving the stack. As I mentioned, losing 9 big blinds in case he does, maybe backdoor flush or anything, it can really jeopardize his position, especially if he knows that he's either flipping or just dominated. Yeah, I wish I could understand sign language as well. It's, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, so cool to be around those that are using sign language. But yeah, with Nicholas Steer still at 29 big blinds, still the chip leader after passing up on that sort of marginal spot. Nothing wrong with what he did. He remains the chip leader of this tournament. So we've got Omar, Mahiri, Nicholas Steer, John Oakroot, Vanessa Hale, Jaranis, Fixtner, or FIXTNR, Billy Denny, Gavin Yuliate, sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong, Michael Khan. Still 9 left. Hand number 6. Looks like they're just doing a quick race off as well, so those at home that don't know what the race off is, it's when they get rid of the smaller denomination chips. So anyone that has the smaller denomination chips in front of them, they get put out. And then Howie or the dealer will deal 1 card if they have 1 chip, or 2 cards if they have 2 chips, and so on. And it's whoever gets the highest card dealt to them will win the race off. It's just a quick way of getting the smaller denomination chips out of the game. So I know one sign using sign language. Thanks so much for joining in, guys. My name is Nick Mooney. I have commentated a number of times here, probably going into my 4th commentary experience on a live stream. And what a better place to do it, and a better tournament is the Def Poker Championships. It's good because I don't know any of the players, so it's fantastic to be able to be put in this position. I was on the fence whether I was going to commentate tonight. I had a few social commitments. But yeah, decided to come on down and help the guys out. And a couple of my friends are downstairs as well in the other tournaments, both the Pineapple and there's a satellite running as well. So that was pretty. I was preoccupied downstairs, and now I'm upstairs on my own. So we've got a three-way poker hand here on a 5 of clubs, queen of spades and 9 of spades. Vanessa out in the lead here. Omar flopping a gutter ball to the 6. I think Vanessa doesn't have much else to do but go all in with her top pair, being very, very shallow to begin with. And it looks like Omar here has got a bit of a decision whether he is priced in for the call or will pass. I think he may pass to preserve his 9.5 big blinds. Unsure what kind of table talk is happening down there. I can't really hear it from up here. Omar still in the tank and in the muck. And onto the next hand. I mean, it was very, very dominated. So even if he does call, he's not only drawing very, very thin to a 6, obviously can hit running 7s, running 8s, running 7-8 to win the hand. Obviously, definitely an underdog here. Still 9 left. Onto hand 8. I just chucked on the Facebook stream. Looks like about 28 people have tuned in tonight, so thanks a lot. We really appreciate it here. Obviously, my name is Nick Mooney. Here to commentate the Deaf Poker Championships main event, $220 buy-in here at Playlive, 129 York Street. 60 runners entered, and we're down to the final 9. Extremely great to be here, actually, to be honest with you all. Thanks to the team downstairs putting on this stream for all the players. 9 left. Yeah, it looks like this hand is it's a good chance it might just be all in and a call, but unsure here. Just with the graphics catching up, not sure what's happened. Looks like it looks like Nicholas has gone all in. Just waiting on the graphics to catch up. He passes on that spot there in the small blind with the Queen Jack of Diamonds. On to hand number 8. We're certainly getting through it here this evening. Jaranus in the +1, knowing he's going to be in for half of his stack in the next hand. Be interesting to see how he approaches this one. In the +1, Queen 7, not a bad hand to go all in, but he's decided to limp off his 88. Might look a little bit sneaky. Maybe he's got the aces. Yeah, the good thing is it's working out for him, this limp. There's not many hands that, yeah, Nicholas Steer here with the ace-king. I don't think he'll be limping here. He will probably want to isolate the big blind. Yep, raises 3.5 bigs. John here with the 10-6 in the of the diamond variety. This one will certainly be going into the muck. Although he may peel, I'm unsure. What do I know? Also, let me know how the microphone's going as well. If I'm too loud or it's a little bit too soft, then just let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. We've got the ace-king versus the queen 7. The queen 7 is live with the spade variety versus ace-king with the ace of clubs and the king of diamonds. We're off to a flop. We could have our first elimination here. Or maybe not. Got the king, 5-9. It's going to be really hard for queen 7 to catch up here. Needs a 10 and a 10 only. Actually, the 10 would give the... the 10 would actually give the straight. But we do lose our first player in 9th position, taking home $440. So well done. Well done to Jaranus. GG's in the chat. We are swiftly on to the next hand with 8 left in this tournament. Playlive Melbourne, 129 York Street. My name is Nick Mooney. I've been in the booth a couple of times. And it is a pleasure. It is an absolute pleasure to be back here, giving you updates on a bit of a delay here, half an hour delay. If you joined me from the beginning, I was mentioning how different the atmosphere was when I first walked in the room. Not a lot of chitter chatter. With this event being exclusive to those that are therefore hard hearing. And great that Playlive can now host this event for the team. Awesome. We have 65 viewers, so I appreciate everyone so much. Wherever you're tuning in from, maybe on your mobile device, walking down the street, or you're at a bar, or you're at home, staying out of the Melbourne weather, or if you're overseas, let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Appreciate everyone wholeheartedly for jumping on. Pretty shallow final table here. So unsure how long we'll be here. Might be long, may not be. Yeah, we've got Michael Kahn here in the hijack. Hasn't really got much else to do with the ace queen. Nicholas with a bit of a decision here on the button with the king queen. But I think given the jam of the 10 bigs, he may want to... Oh, he does call. He does call with the king, queen, O, and we may have our second elimination depending... Or maybe the small or the big blind will have a hand they call with. Jack 7, probably in the... We'll go straight into the muck. He's thinking. And that goes in the middle. Vanessa doesn't have a hand that she can call with. The king 9 goes into the muck, and Howie will deal another 5 cards to possibly eliminate someone. Let's see if the king peels off or hearts or clubs come out on the board. We're off to the races. Wow. Ace and a king needs a queen. Otherwise, you're going to see a double up. And 6 of hearts on the river. That is a double up to ace queen. Nicholas still remaining in the chip lead after that call. What a hand. Very, very, even the king was in the window, but then the ace right behind it. So, wow, wow, wow. Hand number 10, here we go. How we doing his thing? Waiting on the graphics just to catch up here. Still 8 left. Playing a $220 buy-in, 12K prize pool tonight here at Playlive. Playing for $3,880 Australian. Let's see what happens here. I'm unsure what Nicholas has done. Graphics are back here, and we've got an all-in and a call. Ace-King versus King-Jack of Diamonds. We off to C5 here. Diamond in the window. Here we go. Could have a chop here as well with the three. The three slides off. Otherwise, a jack and a jack only does eliminate Gavin. GG's, Gavin. Well done. You get $520 for your efforts. So well done, sir. We're down to 8 now. They're dropping quickly, but who knows? to the next hand here. Michael here with the ace 10-0 off 14. Gonna like a bit of a min raise here, especially 8-handed. He might pass, but I think min to 2.5, maybe even 3x. Does pass on. It's a nifty spot off with the ace 10 off variety. Omar here in the +1 here, queen 9-0. Gonna put that into the mark. Nicholas here. Nicholas has been very active and he has a hand here that he can actually play. Gonna love to, oh, he's gonna find the call. I'd like to see John get out of the way here. Vanessa the same. Got the small blind completed here. Big blind. He's towering his chips very high here. All the blue. I'd certainly be playing Blues Clues. Excuse the pun. How many chips has he got? But what we can see, he's got 5.9 bigs. There's not much going on here with Billy in the small blind connecting with the bottom pair here. And Fixner here with the up and down draw, backdoor clubs. And the same with Nicholas as well. And look at that. It just slides in. We've got the straight on the board for Fixner. And he also obviously picks up the straight flush draw to go along with it. Hello, how you going? I think it might just go fold. It's one of those spots where, yeah, pocket the 10 there needs to go into the muck, and Nicholas is going to see a river. Yep, goes all in with his straight. Takes it down. He gets that extra bit towards the end of that hand there. A little bit of value with the straight. With the queen pairing up on that river. We will not be losing a player. So yeah, down to 8. 8th position's going to get $520. Obviously, everyone trying to compete for the trophy as well as the 3,000. So by that, 3,000 and 3,800. A fantastic prize pool here for those that are deaf and hard of hearing. And it's an exclusive event as well. So all the normal poker regulars that you see that you've seen on our previous streams weren't able to enter this one. And it's fantastic that this tournament is running. So, and Howie doing a great job here. So we've got the hijack of the John Oakroot limping off the 12 big blinds with ace queen O, and it folding around to Michael in the big blind with the king 10 O, king of diamonds, 10 of clubs. Flop goes check, check. Looks like Michael's going to extract a little bit of value here with his top pair. But we don't want to... I mean, a club would be juicy on the river, giving John the nuts. think John's going to go anywhere yet. Ooh, is the graphics correct? I'm not sure what the bet was in terms of sizing. Playing snug with a nut flush draw. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And on to the next hand. So yeah, hope everyone has had a nice Saturday. We had some lovely weather here in Melbourne. Sun was out. I was sadly doing a little bit of chores around my apartment. Pretty boring. It's good I was able to get outdoors and enjoy the later half before I came in and commenced a bit of commentary for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Wow, this has been a quick hand. A lot has happened. We've had a limp from the +1 of John off his 10 with the Queen 8 suited. Michael hasn't mucked around and gone all in with the Ace Jack. And that one is going to go into the muck. I don't see John calling here. Going to be one of those hands that will go straight into the muck and we'll be on to the next hand. But who knows? Alrighty. Back to the action. Hand number 15. Billy actually waking up with a hand. Ace, King of Diamonds. I don't think he has much of a decision except going all in. And that he does. He's going to cut those chips down. Let's see if any of his opponents here are going to wake up with a hand. Unsure what the other players have woken up with. Ace 10's going to fold. Go, 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 All Australian Deaf Poker Games 2026. Thanks, Paul. Thank you for chiming in there. Hope you're having a nice night, and thanks so much for watching this stream. Appreciate it. We appreciate it. Omar. And quickly on to the next hand here. Still 8 left. 60 people entered. Everyone bought in for $220 and playing for that top prize of $3,800. A fantastic turnout here for the main event for all those that are deaf and hard of hearing. So an exclusive event and fantastic for Playlive to be hosting this one. Queen 2 of clubs in the small blind. It's folded around. I don't mind a limp. Just having a look at the big blind stack, actually. You don't even mind an all in, just to kind of deny some equity. Spade, spade, spade on the flop. Wow, maybe we're going to have a chop here with the 4 coming in on the turn. Check, check. Is anyone going to try and buy this one with the bluff on the... Nope. King high is going to take it. It's very rare that you see that type of hand get awarded, especially on the 4 spade board. Look at that. King high only just to win the hand. Down to 8. 129 York Street, Deaf Poker Championships main event, $220 buy-in. We've also got Playlive's Winter Championships coming up very, very shortly. It's around the corner. It's going to come, blink, and it will be up and running June 4th till June 23rd. Coming down to Playlive, lots of events for all buy-in levels. $400 main event, so that structure's been a little bit improved from the last time they ran a series here. So the Playlive opening event, $400 buy-in. They have many tournaments ranging from satellites. So a satellite is when everyone puts up normally about 1/10 of a buy-in, depending on the structure of the event. All the way up to, looks like this time round they are running there's a $5,000 tournament, which is great. We've got a 3K buy-in, a 2K buy-in. Lots of events, some great structures as well. The team behind the scenes, a lot of thought goes into all the structures to make sure it's a great experience for all players. So if you haven't been down here or you're welcome to come down for sure. The team is very, very welcoming. But yeah, if you head to the Playlive website, it will have all the structures, all the live events as well. So you can actually see what tournaments are on currently. So you'll be able to see how many people are left in this tournament. But if you are downstairs, we appreciate no spoilers, if possible, to keep the viewing a fun and thrilling experience for all. So we very much appreciate it. Oh, the field is still showing 8 and not 7. I'll get the team to fix that one up as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like the team's going to be fixing that one up. So thanks for flagging that one. We appreciate it. Looks like Nicholas using his stack. Now everyone's got a pretty shallow stack Nicholas no longer being the chip leader anymore. We've got Michael with the 15 bigs. What have we got here? We've got the cutoff. Snap jam all in here with the Queen Jack on Queen 7-4. Looks like Ace 10 is definitely not going to be calling. Queen Jack taking that one down on that Queen high board, denying equity for any possible ace or running tens. Got Michael here. Hi guys. Rani Yoko? Apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Hello, hello. Hope you are well. My name is Nick Mooney. I've been here since the beginning on my own this evening for the commentary of the Deaf Poker Championships. Just been yapping away. So if you've got any questions about the game, questions about this event specifically, questions about Playlive in general, questions about the upcoming series, any question at all, whether it be about the stream, whether it be about myself, I'm happy to answer any questions that you do like, obviously within reason. Nick, hope you are doing well. I am doing well. I am upstairs, nice heating up here. The weather was a nice one this evening. Thank you for the allowance of accessibility. Go everyone. You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Hatchard, and thanks so much for tuning in. So those numbers of the field have been fixed up now. So we've got 7 left of the 60 players that put up $220 for this event. A nice low stake tournament. Really friendly game. No doubt a lot of these individuals are friends away from the felt. But yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning, the casino down the road did run this event. It used to be a popular one on the calendar. I was looking at some photos from possibly around the sort of 2018 era that it was run down at down the road. So yes, it's fantastic that Playlive are now running this one. On the stream table here, we've got Howie in the dealer chair. And Omar not mucking around here, going all in with the ace-5 of hearts. I like to call that the or ace-queen O, you know. It's one of those hands that all the young kids are playing. The suited ace-5 of hearts as well. Looks like this one might just get through. Can't really see big blind. Yep, big blind does fold the queen 4 and on to the next hand. Yes, doing well otherwise. Things are great. I've really enjoyed the commentary side of things. It's good exposure. It's also good to see how various people play their hands in this game. The great thing about this game is like everyone can play it how they want, how they wish to play their hand. It's very, very inclusive. But yeah, on to the next one here. But yeah, I was downstairs earlier when I walked in. Just a different atmosphere from what I'm used to. Renny Yoko, I'll try to come one day in the near future. It will be a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, no problem. I tend to come down quite a bit, playing some of the weekly events that they run here at Playlive. They've got a mystery bounty. They've got some deep stack. They've got some hyper turbos. They've got their famous 600 Sunday tournament, which is tomorrow. That's their most expensive buy-in for the week, but it's definitely a popular one amongst the Playlive regulars. Yeah, buy-in levels for all players, depending on what your poker bankroll is. And the structures are normally sort of 20-minute levels, depending on the type of tournament. I know the hyper turbo is, I think, 10-minute levels. This Vanessa, I think in the +1 with the Queen 10 with her stack size is just going to go all in. It's one of those hands that does need to go into the middle, considering in a couple of hands she'll be almost forced all in. So it's a great hand to do it with. Hopefully no one wakes up behind her and she can double up or near double up, because getting a jam through with the big blind hand here as well, that makes a hell of a lot of difference. Doesn't look like we've got Omar here. We'll be folding. And Nicholas here in the big blind doesn't really require much to call with, but Jack 3 may not be good enough to make the call. He passes on that spot and we move on to the next hand. Yeah, if anyone does see me around the Playlive room in the near future, please don't be shy. More than welcome to come say hi. I'll also get the guys to put my Twitch poker account in the chat. I will send that across to the team. So if you're interested, I do share my poker journey on social media. So I'll get that. Give me a second. I'll get that sent to the team downstairs. And yes, feel free to give me a follow. More than welcome. I mostly post poker content unless I'm traveling. I may occasionally chuck something to do with my travels. Maybe it will be a card room that I found or anything. So I appreciate it. Look at this, Vanessa Hale with another hand under the gun with her short stack. It's a great hand to wake up with. Ace Jack O, but has been called by Billy Denny in the hijack with pocket tens. Here we go. Are we going to have another elimination? We've got a flip here. Goes to 50-50. Three do six. Ace Jack, need to find an Ace Jack or a running straight and an eight on the river. And we do lose Vanessa. So GG to Vanessa and 6 left. Wow, look at that. Just like that, we are down to 6. And sort of with the average stack being pretty shallow, with the biggest stack being 15 bigs, both Billy Denny and Michael Can. And then we've got FIX TNR not far behind with the 14 bigs. He's been very, very snug, but picking up chips here and there to preserve his stack. Hasn't really been calling all ins. Hasn't been calling all ins at all, actually. So Billy with a 6. And big blind checking option with 10-5, and we're off to a flop. Nine, queen, 8, 2 clubs. Goes check, check. And Billy, who limped early with his ace-6, has now picked up a pair. And Fixner has his gutter ball to the 10, and it slides in. Look at that. Jack on the river. See how Fixner's going to approach this one. Looks like he's going to bet small. Definitely not going to muck about here. He bets 50K. One big blind on that river. Try and induce a call by worst hand here. Got Billy. Billy is going to see the bad news. Don't hate the call. Definitely priced in with his top pair on a straighty board, but with the straight there, it's going to, the chips are going to be awarded to Fixner, and going to move on to the next hand. Alrighty. Down to 6 now. I think Omar's now forced all in here with the Queen Jack-O. Nicholas here with the Ace Queen. Does fold the Ace Queen. Pocket fours for John. Wow, I'm very shocked to see that fold by Ace Queen, especially for the shallow stack. But he does preserve his chips. He's still got 8.3 bigs. Look at that. John has called with his pocket fours. I mean, I'd certainly be all in with the Ace Queen, especially versus the 2 big blind jam all in. You'd think that you were, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with, wow, the pocket fours. The Queen Jack is out in front now. Look at this. And the Jack on the wow, wow, wow. Looking for it. Wow. Full house for pocket fours. Queen Jack making trips, but not enough. And we do lose Omar. And look at that, down to 5. Down to 5 here in the Deaf Poker Championships main event here at Playlive. $220 buy-in, 60 runners total. What a fantastic turnout for all those that are deaf or hard hearing and into the game that we love, No Limit Texas Hold'em. 5 left. All playing for the top prize, about $3,800. Got John here. King 10 of hearts under the gun. Wonder how he's going to play this. Does decide to bump it up. Looks like, oh no, he does call. Just call the King 10. Got fixed in here with the Ace 4 of hearts and the cutoff. We've got Billy here on the button with 950. Going to see that in the bin. Thanks so much, Stevie Lee. Thanks for joining, and I appreciate you commenting on Facebook. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. We try to put on a great show for everyone tuning in from home or wherever you're tuning in. We appreciate it. Hope you've had a nice Saturday, wherever you are. My name is Nick Mooney. We're down to 5. Down to 5 players in this championship event. 6 on the river. So we've got an 8, Jack, 5, 7, 6 board. And ace high winning. Looks like it's just going to go check, check. No one trying to buy the pot. Just take it to showdown. And on to the next hand. And look at this. King 10 for Nicholas decides to raise and take it. Look at that. Takes it down, no showdown. And still down to 5. Playing 30K, 60K. Top 9 were paid tonight. Everyone started with 50,000 in chips. So they've all done extremely well to make it this far. Congratulations to all players that are still in and all those that have cashed and all those that came along tonight as well. We really do appreciate it. Fantastic turnout here. Vibes are great downstairs. Got Michael Khan here, has been pretty quiet in terms of the amount of hands he played. He hasn't really had the best card distribution. And here we go. We've got John here folding 8-4, 5-6-0 for Fixner. Billy Denny with the ace-9. Definitely surprised this isn't all in on the pre-flop. Just to deny those hands in the small blind that can can slide in and realize equity. King 7-8. Got fixed node. No one wants to buy this one. Looks like it's going to be taken to showdown. But Billy might take a stab at it here on the river. He doesn't like this one. Yeah, he tells him to put his chips back because he's going to be folding this one. He doesn't want to bother with what size he comes with. But yes, on to the next hand. It's anyone's game here, as we all know. Anyone can win this one. Stacks everyone under 13 bigs. Billy here in the small blind. I'm probably going to want to see a jam here, or at least a raise in juice. He does go all in. He's having a think for sure. Not sure what's going to happen here. But if I were Billy, I would have been all in. I would have been all in with King Jack. Especially small blind versus big blind. Because let's say that Michael does not wake up with a hand and he has a hand that he can just check his option with. By limping there, you allow big blind to come in with hands that you may not want him to. He might have 7 deuce. He might have 9-3. So you want to limit those hands from increasing their chance of taking down the pot. As played, nothing wrong with the limp and then folding to the jam from the big blind with pocket tens. Howie's doing a phenomenal job, especially when he can't communicate with those, with the players. He does have someone that can sign any kind of messages that he needs to tell the players as well. So we've got a lot of support here as well for Howie and all the staff. Staffing are doing a great job. Hey, Sammy, hope you're well. Absolutely fantastic to hear from you. Thanks for commenting here. You probably recognize my voice, or you know who I am. My name is Nick Mooney. Commentating tonight for this Deaf Poker Championships. $220 buy-in, 60 players entered, 5 left. It might be a quick 5-handed game, or it may not. Let's see. Yes, it is Nick Mooney. Thanks so much, Sammy. Hope you are doing well.
Are you still in Melbourne, or where are you living at the moment? From memory, I think you lived out of suburbs. Can't really remember. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been a very relaxed stream. I'm having a great time up here. Not a very deep stacked game tonight, but that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun. So both Nicholas and John have caught a piece of this board. John hitting top pair here. Nicholas with the middle pair here, jack kicker. So we might see some fireworks, although they both don't really have much. Any kind of pair is, at this point in the game, is pretty, yeah. Look at this, all in and a call. So the jack's going to have to find, the jack eight's going to have to find an 8 or a jack. 9 or 7 for a chop, actually. Holy moly, and look at that. Yeah, it wasn't much more for John to call there. And still 5 left here at Play Live, 129 York Street. And who are we going to crown the winner? The winner also gets a lovely trophy as well. Very prestigious event for these guys to win and compete. Five left, playing 20-minute levels from memory. Yeah, 20-minute levels, 50k to start the tournament. And everyone's kind of on a relatively short stack. So let's see what happens here. Who's going to be crowned the winner? Who's going to win? Who's going to take home the 3,800 and the trophy? The Deaf Poker Championships here in Melbourne. Play Live, 129 York Street. And hand number 32. We're definitely moving through these hands very quickly. Billy here with the jack 8 of clubs. May want to play this hand 5-handed, but does decide to throw it in the bin. Michael here with deuce 3. Be most likely folding this one. Nicholas here on the button with 10-9 of diamonds. Whether he'll want to put pressure on the small and the big blind by going all in, but he may just want to pass and preserve. He does. He does pass and preserve his stack. We've got John here limping with the king 8-0 and Jack Fixner, sorry, with the jack 2. I'm going to see a flop. Still 5 left here. As I mentioned earlier, the atmosphere here is definitely different to what I'm used to. This tournament, of course, being exclusive to those that are deaf or hard of hearing. Everyone using sign language around the room as well. But if you're in the chat, chime in. I won't bite. Hope everyone's having a nice evening. Flop goes check, check here. And Fixner picking up a little bit of the board on the river here. Puts out a little block bet here. 60k, one big blind enough to take it down and move on to the next hand. Blind still 30-60. Looks like we're having a dealer change here. Alrighty, here we go. Haven't had really that many premium hands as well of late. Let's see if that changes as the tournament comes to a close. Still 5 left though. Blinds soon to go up as well for sure. Might see some hard and fast poker. Wherever I'm playing for the top prize. So just getting back to what's going on downstairs. We've got Fixner with the Jack 10-0, John with King 3, Billy with Jack 3. Looks like it's a fold from the Jack 3. Fantastic. And Michael, we're not sure what he's got. Don't believe his cards have been shown to the RFID scanner. So we're going to sweat with Michael. Let's see if you can guess his hand. Well, you look at that. John has flopped a pair and a flush draw, king high flush draw variety. Fixed flopping absolutely nothing. Needs the backdoor straights to come in. Turn is an ace. Wonder how this is going to unfold. Goes check and check. No one trying to buy this hand. And just like that, if your hand didn't wasn't the best hand on the flop, it's definitely on the river. He's got the King 3 now, rivering trips. Going to be hard to get paid though with Jack 10. Well, I might have had the positions incorrect. My apologies. But yes, John took that one down. Unsure of the bet sizing on that river, so apologies.
But yeah, still 5. The percentages there of those players that went to showdown. So that what showdown means is the percentage of hands that players saw each other's cards at the end and they were tabled. So 71% of hands of 71% of John's hands went to showdown so far. So yeah, some great stats that can be collected just from these RFID scanners. It's good for those at home that can watch along and see how each player, how aggressive each player is, what hands are going to showdown, and obviously all the chip stacks as well as the tournament progresses. And also in brackets, how many big blinds each player has. Billy waking up with a premium here. Great to see. Ace, King of Hearts, all in. Thank you, dealer. Give me the pizza. Give me the all-in triangle. I wonder what small blind has here. Possibly a hand. No, certainly not. Deuce 3-0. He'll have a peek. He'll realize he has 3 high and he'll move on. Nicholas with 8-5. Not a hand he can call with. It's obviously very unfortunate that Nicholas has woken up with without a hand, sorry. Especially with how shallow he is. And that's why it's very important to try and push your spots and try and go all in to prevent yourself from getting low in chippies. But Nicholas still has 2.9 bigs, so he's in the small blind now. So hopefully he can wake up with a hand here and possibly take it down. Let's have a look here, Billy, with pocket 10s here. Another Primo Supremo with the pocket 10s. Diamond clubs. It's probably, he might go all in or he might raise. Looks like he's counting out some raise chips. Wait, that's a call. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Playing a little bit snug. Michael on the button with Queen Jacko. Let's see how he approaches this hand here. He might decide to overcall here on the button. Blinds are now, obviously, they've just gone up 40, 80. Given the limp, he might think that he's in front, but indeed he does fold. Nicholas here, folding 10-6, and John here, Jack 9-0, checking his option. Let's see. See what the flop brings. Jack 8-4. 10 still out in front, of course.
Okay, so looks like tens has checked back. Apologies. Yes, sorry, apologies. Yes, they have checked back. Deuce. Deuce on the river. Love John to go for a little value bet here on the river to get paid by worse hand. But what's going to happen here? Billy does go for a 2 big blind bet, 160, just to get that. Oh, apologies. I think I've meant to, sorry. Jack 9 had a pair. My apologies. And look at that. Jack 9 sniffing it out and making the fold. Disciplined fold with Jack 9 on that 4-8-9 board. Down to 5. Who's going to be crowned the winner here? Michael Khan here in the cutoff. Really love this all in here. Darren Chow, thanks so much for tuning in, Darren. Appreciate you. Thank you kindly. Getting extremely shallow here with Billy at the top here with 11 bigs. Followed by John with 9 big blinds. Then Michael with 8.4. Fixner with 6.9 big blinds. And Nicholas Steer, who came into our final table as the chip leader, has now got the shortest stack with 190k. It'll be interesting to see how things go here. Got Nicholas just gone through the blinds. He's on the button now, so he's got a couple of hands before he needs to pay his big blind. So hopefully he can wake up with a hand and can double through. Let's see what happens. Michael here with the 8 deuce folds. Pretty easy fold. Another fold for Nicholas. He's looking very sharp there with the wide brim hat. Nice jacket. Sunglasses. Fixner here. Small blind. Ace King O. May choose to limp. May choose to. What's he done here? He's raised. He's min raised to 160. Looks like this one's going to get through as well. Raising to extract that little bit of value. What a fantastic night it's been. I've been up here for over an hour for sure. Need to look at yeah, 9:30-ish I was up here. It's now 11 o'clock, almost an hour and a half. And if you've been tuning in from the beginning, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And thanks so much. 129 York Street I'm streaming from. So if you haven't been down to Play Live,
come on down. Obviously got the Deaf Poker Championships happening, but we've got the Playlive Winter Championships coming up very shortly. Nicholas with the pocket nines under the gun finds a great hand to go all in with. John won't be, I don't believe John will be calling here. I mean, it's a pretty hand. 10 out of diamonds. Let's see what John does here. Probably going to go into the bin, but you never know. Especially with, yeah, I think it's just going to go into the muck. Fold. We've got Fixner here on the button with ace 10 of clubs. I think he will either be calling or going all in, but I think he's just going to call. He calls for the 2.4 big blinds, leaving himself with 6.6 back. Don't think small blind. Yes, small blind definitely getting out of there, and 7 deuce in the big blind definitely going to be in the muck, and we have an all in and a call. So we've got a classic flip on our hands. Nines, pocket nines versus ace 10 of clubs. Pocket nines needs to hold versus the ace 10 others. He's going to be out in 5th position. Let's see what the flop brings. Let's see 5, dealer. Thank you so much. Flop is 6 of hearts, jack of hearts. Sorry, jack of spades, queen of spades. Ace 10 has the gutter ball. And GG's. Will you look at that? Can't really. Oh, yes, ace on the river. I saw the eliminated message pop up, but then the graphics blocked my vision, so I couldn't see. But we do lose a player. Good job. Well done. Now we're down to 4 people left. 4 people in the Deaf Poker Championships here at Playlive, 129 York Street. All now playing for that $3,800 and the trophy as well, the prestigious trophy. Absolutely fantastic. And Fixner's been very, very cautious. He's been playing a very smart game, navigating the field, making the pay jumps as well. So he hasn't been active until the last half an hour to 45 minutes. He's picked up a couple of hands that's been worthwhile, and he's climbed up the ranks, now being in as chip leader, over 1 million now. 1 million chips, 1.1 million in tournament chips.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. We have a couple of premium hands here. Fixing to folding the ace-10. He has the best hand. Michael with the ace-8 of clubs versus the queen-jack. As you can see in the graphics there, with Michael being 54% and John being 46%. You can see a flop. 8 on the flop. 7 on the turn. Needs a jack or a queen, and he does. It slides in, and we are still on 4. We're still with 4 players. Look at this. Michael down to 1.4 bigs, though. Can't see. Michael is standing up. All right. We are definitely getting down to it. John Oakroot now with 16 big blinds. Fixner, 12 big blinds. Billy, 8.2 bigs. And Michael, 1.4 bigs. Let's see what's going to happen here. Definitely appreciate everyone tuning in this evening. Here at 129 York Street here in South Melbourne. Michael with a 750 decides to go all in. John coming along here with the Queen 10. It's not much. He does call. Unsure if this is 3 or 4 ways. Need to check. That is a lot of blue chips. And off to a flop. Flop comes King, Jack, 9. King of Hearts. Look at that, John flopping the straight. It's going to be hard to get. Although Billy has a top pair. So, wait, so John's just gone all in. It's going to be interesting what Billy does here. He seems to be gobsmacked. Has top pair, but it's facing an all in versus the Nutter Butters, the nuts, the coconuts, as Will Kassouf would say. He's not liking it at all. He sits back. He's deep in the tank, in the blender, as they say. He might actually let this one go. Thinking he's behind Play some 2 pairs maybe. He's counting out the possibilities of the hands that he could have, but decides to 7-5. Yep, drawing dead. 4-7-5. And we are down to 3 players. The final 3 vowing for that $3,800. Or maybe they'll come third. Oh, second gets $2,390 and third gets $1,480. Look at that downstairs. An absolute great atmosphere here at Playlive. Who is going to take home the trophy? The prestigious Victoria Deaf Poker Championship main event. $220 buy-in, 60 players entered, 3 players left. Let's see what happens as we close out the night. So Billy decides to limp. Ace Jack O. Ace Jack O is actually my favourite hand. One of my favourite hands of the game. 5-4, not even whiffing this board. It's got the backdoor clubs. And Billy playing hard and fast here with his top pair. Alrighty, down to 3, of course. Just getting a change of dealer here. How are we jumping into close this tournament out? Maybe we'll be here for another half an hour. Could be less. Seven five suited here for Billy. Decides to call off his stack. I think John here may want to. He's just signing something to his opponents, or maybe to someone on the rail. Unsure. Wait, what was that? pulled forward, then he pulled back. I'm unsure what's happened here. Yep, he does decide to call here. Let's see what big blind wakes up with. Not really a hand that he can raise. Decides to check his option, and we're going to C3. C3 with 3 players. David McKenzie came second in Crazy Pineapple, got trophy, lols. Well done. Congratulations. I think I saw you downstairs earlier. Well done. Six, 7. Congratulations all players for making it this far. Ace King here. Playing nice and quickly here. Fixing it, not wasting any time. Going all in with the Ace of Spades, King of Hearts. This one's going to get through and we're going to be on to the next hand. Still 3 left. 14 big blinds for the chip leader, John. Fixner, 9 bigs. Billy with 7.5 bigs. Can't imagine what the atmosphere is downstairs. Let's see if we've got it. King 6 here. Billy Denny. Does fold. Small blind versus big blind contest. Obviously, throughout, these players have all been implementing a bit of a limping strategy, just to play a little bit cautious with their cards. Been quite a slow-moving FT, but I'm having fun here. Enjoying some snacks, a drink. I had a coffee earlier. Sure, I'll sleep okay tonight. It's what is it, 11:30 on delay. So yeah, hope everyone has had a good Saturday, whatever you've been up to. If you haven't been down to Play Live, come on down. We'd love to see you. And if you enjoy the game of poker, even better. Or if you just want to come down, have a look, ask some questions, or even just watch the game. It's very easy to watch your friends or watch the tables around the room. So Play Live have two floors, depending on the amount of players in a tournament. Sometimes they'll open up the second level. Yeah, this main floor, they've got their license to serve alcohol. So you get the hospitality package as well. Obviously, it's just an option as well. You don't have to opt in for the hospitality package. So apologies there. I don't know whether Alex, you said you couldn't hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me now. So apologies there. But yeah, definitely down to 3. But I might be closing shop up here. Probably need to get some rest myself. And you guys will be able to enjoy the rest of the action. Watching how we deal the rest of the tournament. 3 players. Be great to see any of the 3 to win the tournament. Hope everyone has a great morning. Well, great evening, rest of the evening. And I think I'll sign off. Thanks once again.
signing out from 129 York Street here at Playlive Melbourne. My name is Nick Mooney. Appreciate everyone for tuning in this evening, and wish you all the best. Have a great rest of your weekend, and maybe we'll see some of you soon. Thanks so much.